everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing an article from the Guardian.com website with the title of Pupils in England are waiting up to 5 years for special educational needs plans. Welcome back to my channel, everybody, and today I felt it was important to cover this article. As somebody with autism in the UK, as a woman, I felt it was vital to get this article covered and give my own opinion as the reason and passion why I advocate for others like myself, as well as others with disabilities and mental health issues. Children with special educational needs and disabilities are facing long delays and hurdles for getting extra support from local authorities within England, with those from better off families are being able to pay private services, according to a report done by Ofsted. The watchdog has found head teachers complaining that some pupils in mainstream school have waited up to 5 years for an educational health and care plan, EHC plans, making them eligible for additional support to be approved by the local councils. So what is an EHC plan, you may ask? So I took the definition from the gov.uk website, which is the Government UK website, and they say an EHC plan is an educational health and care plan for the age of children and young people up to the age of 25 who need more additional support that is available throughout the special needs support. An EHC plan identifies educational and health needs and sets out the additional support to meet their needs. The Ofsted report covers as official figures show rising numbers of children with special educational needs and disabilities, also known as SEND. In total, 15% of children have been classed as having SEND, which has increased for the third year in a row to 1.37 million pupils in schools across England. The total number of EHC plans has reached 430,700 in January, which is a 10% rise compared with 2020, and the 10th successful year of increases in special needs plans or statements. Just over 30% of these plans were for children with autism alone as their primary health need. This is a high figure. This is my own opinion. This is a high figure for just autism. This shows again that autism is still being misunderstood within the education system, and how the education system is still struggling to provide for those who are on the spectrum and give them the additional educational support they may need. Many of the schools and families who have taken part in this research and have experienced long waits and high levels of bureaucracy within the education and health and care plan process, families have been considering commissioning or paying for services themselves. To me, this shows a total lack of failure of how the education system is delayed and broken, and that it is not working for families who come from poorer backgrounds. Campaigners argue that the report's findings, the system has not been working for SEND children. I agree with the campaigners as an autistic woman that the system has not been working for SEND children or disabilities for years. I feel the system does not understand how to best support disability or SEND issues because they do not listen to people with a lived experience. Ian Non, the head of policy at the National Deaf Children's Society, says the report is more compelling evidence to back up parents and deaf children that the SEND system is not fit for purpose and doesn't deliver to those that totally rely on it. Teresa Heritage, Vice Chair at the Local Government Association Children and Young People's Board, says she has continued to see the rise in numbers applying for EHC plans as a pressing issue. She has also said that the government needs to urgently complete its ongoing review of the SEND system. It needs to set out the reforms that include mainstream inclusion and meeting the needs of children within the SEND system. I disagree with her with one issue. I disagree that the government needs to become more mainstream because people with SEND or children with disabilities cannot cope with often mainstream education or schooling. Therefore, that's why a lot of children end up at special schools because of failure of the mainstream education system and the lack of provision. The annual report of the Office of Schools Adjudicator for England said that the report published on Thursday said that there is large increases of children with special needs. Sean Scott, the chief adjudicator, said that he was shocked and concerned that the schools had resisted admitting children with SEND, and in cases where authorities had to force schools to meet legal obligations for children with special needs. To me, this is absolutely horrifying and shocking to hear the chief adjudicator saying this, that schools have been forced to meet legal obligations for disabilities and SEND. We should actually be already meeting the legal obligations under the Equality Act and the Autism Act 2009. Schools are meant to have mandatory disability and SEND training. What has been happening here? Has this been delayed, or are the schools not taking the mandatory training on board? As an autistic woman, this is not a surprise at all. I'm just sad for the SEND children whose needs are not being yet provided for. The new report follows the release of Ofsted data showing that more than half of the 116 areas it inspected since 2016 showed it had significant weaknesses in meeting legal duties to children and young people with SEND that requires a written statement of action that has to be agreed by local authorities and health and education leaders, and also to send this to the head of Ofsted. Again, this is my next own opinion. This is shocking. Why is these weaknesses not been inspected since 2016? They wonder why children and young people are being failed with special needs and SEND issues by the system and Ofsted. They should make more of a commitment and action to take care of people who will fall into this gap. I feel this is more government interference on disability and failing to support. Recent data has shown that special needs are more prevalent among boys and girls, with 1 in 20 boys having an EHC plan compared to 1 in 50 girls. Again, my own opinion. Why is this figure so low for girls? Is it because girls are not being recognised as needing an EHCP? Pupils with SEND were twice as likely to be eligible for free school meals, with 31% receiving free school meals compared to 15% of those without a special educational need. This article has completely shocked me. I'm absolutely disappointed. I think this is something that we do need to get on top of, and I'm very passionate about campaigning for the rights of special needs children, especially children with autism. That is my passion, and this is why I felt it was important to cover this article today. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me down in the comments. I will link the article down below as well, and I will see you soon. Bye!